your shoulders is what happened last night with the UK stadium.
Shit. I knew I was innocent anyway. I was just angry. I wasn't even aware of myself. I was just angry because they put me through hell to prove what they know and what I already knew. Anyone with sense knew I was innocent, apart from the haters. How can I pass the VADA test 2 days before and fail that one 2 days? It doesn't make no sense. How can I have 40 drug tests this year alone and pass them all? It makes no sense. If you're on steroids, the staging system for 6 to 8 months. Understand? And then, but listen, it's what it is. I don't want to say nothing and get myself in trouble and all of this stuff, but it's good. But all the haters alone thought I was guilty. They know all them coming around, oh yeah, fuck all of you guys. I went from being the man, number one, mandatory challenger, beat the man that no one wanted to fight, Oscar Rivas, who worked hard. We lost, I think, 17 kilos of that fight in 12 weeks. We pushed ourselves to the limit. I got sick. I was angry, certain time me and my coach had arguments not because we was arguing, because I was dieting, I was frustrated, and my coach wanted me to do things that I couldn't do because, and then me and my coach were passionate, He told me stuff, and then I was saying, I'm trying, but because I'm spending so much time dieting and stuff, and then I went for all of that, and then, but that's boxing for you. But that's why, no, I'm just trying to get paid in this bitch, and that's it. Get paid, win world titles, and leave this bitch with my senses still attached.
How did you think this WBC?
Those are the words of Dillian Whyte. Still pissed, jaded, angry. And of course, he was just expressing the way he felt. He felt about this whole situation with UKAD, and it's not really even UKAD. It was an unfortunate situation that this information got leaked. Okay. Well, the problem is, if UKAD is not taking responsibility for the leak, how did it get out, and who did it get out by? Okay. And and it's some of those things where, you still got lawyers and then all this confidentiality and all this going on, but it doesn't excuse what they put him through during this time. I would think that it would be hard to fathom a person saying, hey, this guy's a cheater over here, that guy's a cheater over there. And it's a lot of crooked shit in this business, TUEs. And then all of a sudden, that same person that's quote unquote whistleblowing, or you're telling you the way it is, with the politics and the underground of boxing, supposedly gets popped in a similar manner. It's almost like they're making a martyr out of him. That's exactly what Dillian Whyte they were attempting to do to him, But look at the actions. You had him accusing Joshua and other fighters of TUEs, right? And you had also Dillian Whyte coming up and speaking out against the WBC. And Mauricio Sulaiman. And then you had this unfortunate situation of some finding. And then the same people that he was talking about and talking up against suspended him. And now, since it all has been okay, it was coming from some supplement from some unknown source or whatever, and not even what they thought it was, the finding, they traced the finding back. Now the WBC has promised, said, oh, well, we'll give him another opportunity, but when? If you ask me, I think at this point, Tyson Fury should never have been replaced with Dillian White in this situation of a fight that was already signed and delivered. It made no sense. It was like a stitch up. It was some bullshit all the way through. If you've seen, okay, we'll make Tyson Fury that. So because basically what you're doing, you're not giving Tyson Fury anything. Let's just call a spade a spade. They're not giving Tyson Fury anything. They're taking the slot, or they're taking the opportunity, from Dillian White. That's all they're doing. They're taking the privilege that Dillian White bust his ass and fought like hell to earn, and supposedly giving it to a fighter that already had the opportunity. Tyson Fury could give a shit about the WBC because the WBC doesn't run Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury showed the WBC, that sanctioning body, that he was bigger than them, that he didn't need the WBC. He defied the WBC because the WBC is the first people, they were the first ones to make the Tyson Fury fight. Do you remember when Tyson Fury had the opportunity to fight Dillian White for the diamond belt? You remember that? And Tyson Fury refused not to. Okay? Then also you had Dominic Breazeale. Dominic Breazeale said, I have no problem fighting Dillian White. Remember that? For the for the eliminator. When at the same time they were trying to get Tyson Fury to fucking fight to fight Deontay Wilder. See, all this happened early this year, and it was all BS. Big BS. You know what I mean? Like, what were they doing? Then when Tyson Fury said, no, I'm not doing that, right? Then they made Tyson Fury was supposed to fight Oscar Rivas, and Dillian White was like, fine, hey, I'll fight Oscar Rivas. So Tyson Fury said, I didn't want to fight Oscar Rivas. So Dillian White said, I'll do it, and he fought Oscar Rivas. So basically, he did the dirtier work for Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury didn't want to fight him. So he didn't. Because he had another opportunity with ESPN. If you guys can remember that. All this was going on with the WBC, right? After he shut down a negotiation with Deontay Wilder for 50-50. And Deontay Wilder, again, felt betrayed. Because he thought, hey, this is a guy that's going to ride with me the way I want him to ride with me. We're going to split it 50-50. And Tyson Fury told him where to go. So Deontay Wilder started calling him a coward, and they went back and forth because Tyson Fury decided to go with ESPN instead of the 50-50 deal to fight him again. Okay, I think that answered a question somebody asked. Anyway, I may go live later, so it doesn't matter. I'll cover that in depth. But back to Dillian White, he did all that. Then he gets where he wants to be at a certain time frame. Then, boom, all of a sudden, UCAD has found some findings in your urine that speculated that you have some illegal drugs or PEDs. Then the WBC decides to temporarily snatch him off the rankings and suspend him. And then after UCAD finally, they didn't give a B sample, WBC decides to give Tyson Fury the opportunity that Dillian White had. When Dillian White had already signed to face Deontay Wilder anyway. First of all, it's too convenient to me. You have the WBC, you have UCAD, you have this leaked information, right? That nobody is saying how it got there, but they know. So obviously the UCAD was responsible for agreeing with the leaked information. They could have denied it, but it was true, right? There were some findings in Dillian White's urine, right? Or system or whatever, but Dillian White just explained, like, what the hell? How the hell I took all these tests and take a test right before that and fail that test? And that was bizarre. And as far as the WBC, once and for all, there's some frauds. Because even if they had nothing to do with Dillian White's situation now, even if they weren't the culprits in this situation, they're still wrong from the way they conducted it. You don't suspend a guy just because you heard something from some other sanctioning body. Or sanctioning body. It wasn't even for some other organization that takes drug tests. without even ministering your own. Well, that's not true because he passed this test, so that's all we should be worried about. What sanctioning body goes out of their way, guys, to see what someone else has done? Oh, he failed a drug test? What? What was it? And all this is hearsay without even you're reading a fucking article and you do this to this man? It's just unacceptable. Unacceptable. So I can understand how Dillian White feels. And I can definitely understand that he wants to be reinstated where he was because it wasn't fair what they did to him. But that's all I have to say about that. I'll leave the article so you guys can check out the full or video, really, of all this. But tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.